Half of enterprise companies have already shipped an AI agent that passed every internal test and still caused a real customer-facing failure. 1 in 4 of those companies experienced that failure more than once. And here's the part that should concern you. The teams behind those agents didn't stop. 66% are continuing to expand AI autonomy, some without any human review at all. This is the evaluation gap. And if your company is deploying AI agents right now, you're likely already inside it. We're covering a critical issue that almost every enterprise is underestimating right now. AI agents are gaining autonomy faster than companies can actually verify them. The capability is racing ahead, the assurance infrastructure is still catching up, and the gap between those two things is where real business damage happens, quietly, at scale, in ways that don't always show up on a dashboard. Today we're breaking down what this evaluation gap actually looks like, why traditional testing is fundamentally unsuited for agents, and what a risk-based approach to AI autonomy should look like. To understand the problem, you need to understand how software has traditionally been tested versus how AI agents actually behave. Traditional software testing is built on a simple principle. Defined inputs produce expected outputs. You test for specific cases, edge cases, and boundary conditions. You document them, you run them. If they pass, you ship. That system works reasonably well for deterministic code. Agents are the opposite of deterministic. An agent doesn't just receive input and return output, it decides what to do next. It calls tools, it retrieves data, it can alter state inside a workflow, and critically, it can respond differently to the same input depending on context. One successful run proves an agent can complete a task. It does not prove the agent will complete it reliably. Here's a real failure pattern. Imagine an agent that calls 5 different tools successfully, retrieving accounts, verifying transactions, drafting messages. And then on step 6, it leaks sensitive information or leaves the workflow in an incomplete state. Every individual step looked plausible. The chain of decisions was reasonable. The outcome was still wrong. And by the time a human sees it, the damage is already done. That is what the evaluation gap looks like in a live environment. Plausible decisions stacked together, arriving at the wrong result. A June 2026 VentureBeat Pulse survey of 157 enterprise respondents put specific numbers to what many operators are quietly experiencing. 50% of respondents said they had deployed an AI agent that passed internal evaluations, but still caused a customer-facing failure. That's not a fringe result. That's the median enterprise experience right now. But the trust data is where things get striking. Only 5% of enterprises fully trust their automated evaluations for release decisions. Let that land. The top reason cited for that distrust, 29% of respondents, is poor alignment with real-world outcomes. Evaluation benchmarks are not capturing what actually happens to real users in production. Behind that, 21% pointed to bias or inconsistency. 18% cited a lack of explainability, and 17% flagged data leakage or privacy concerns. You have a system most companies don't trust, yet they deploy anyway. Here's a counterintuitive finding. Larger enterprises, companies with 2,500 or more employees, are the ones pushing hardest towards zero human deployment. 70% of large enterprises are already operating without human review or building systems to do so within the next 12 months. And those same large enterprises are also shipping more agents that fail customers, 54% compared to 48% for smaller organizations. The pattern is consistent. Scale increases the incentive for full autonomy. Scale increases the exposure and makes failures harder to catch. This isn't a technology problem unique to small teams. This is a structural problem that scales with the organization. The National Institute of Standards and Technology, NIST, has been direct about this exact issue. Their position is that measurements in controlled evaluation environments may not transfer cleanly to actual deployment. Prompts and behaviors change. NIST's recommended approach has 3 components: field testing, post-deployment monitoring, and clear escalation processes. Field testing under realistic conditions, tracking production behavior, and defining paths for when an agent should not make autonomous decisions. None of those 3 things are complicated, but they require treating agent reliability as an ongoing operational concern. Not every action an agent takes carries the same consequence if it goes wrong. That difference should determine how much autonomy an agent gets. Low-consequence actions, drafting internal summaries, categorizing documents, can tolerate broader autonomy. If it's wrong, a human catches it. High-consequence actions are different. Financial transactions, customer communications, code deployments, data deletion. These generate real liability. Zero human operation should be earned. by demonstrated reliability measured over meaningful sample sizes in production conditions. It should be bounded by the consequence of failure, not by how fast a team wants to move. Ambition is not an assurance framework. Here's the broader trajectory. Enterprises are shipping agents first and building control infrastructure second. Identity management, evaluation frameworks, cost guardrails. These are arriving after deployment, not before it. The evaluation gap is a side effect. The next 12 months will be a retrofit cycle. Companies that deployed fast will spend significant budget building that infrastructure retroactively, buying systems that make agentic deployments auditable, controllable, and recoverable. That spend was always going to happen. The question is whether it happens proactively, at planned cost, or reactively, after a failure that forces it. Organizations that treat repeatability and regression testing as a first-class priority, on par with deployment speed, will be better positioned. Not because they're moving slower, but because they're building a foundation that doesn't require a failure to trigger an overhaul. The evaluation gap isn't a prediction. According to current data, it's already the median enterprise experience. Half of companies have been on the wrong side. The practical takeaway is direct. Audit where your agents operate without review. Map those actions to consequence level and ask if your evals track real-world reliability. If this breakdown was useful, subscribe to AI Insider. We cover the AI developments that actually affect how your business operates every week without the hype. Drop a comment below with the biggest AI deployment challenge you're facing right now. We read them and they shape future topics. And if you want to go deeper on this topic, we've got a related video on screen right now. Check it out next. We'll see you in the next one.